Good morning, this is Axelle from the Metamorphic Way. I hope you're doing well. I hope you carry on doing the abs challenge. My second day with Chloe Ting on YouTube. I highly recommend her, even though this morning I was not really recommending her. I was hurting, like hurting. But I just keep thinking of me in my bikini this summer. If we manage to get to bikini season and if we're allowed to go out there, or even though I will be on my bikini at home, doesn't matter. I mean, nothing is gonna stop me because I am motivated, because I'm not suffering for nothing. But she is lovely, she's a sweet little thing, you know, she's smiling and all that, you know, adorable. The worst one, the more dangerous one. Yes, scary lady, beautiful though, but boy. But no, seriously, I think that's the only kind of program so far that I think could be bringing some result. Because let's face it, I'm 52, I'm not 12, so it's harder to tackle those kind of area. Yeah, for some reason, and it's not an area that I used to work particularly. For some, I don't know what was I thinking, because this is the area you should think of. But no, for some reason I just forgot about it, you know, like the obvious one completely. The elephant in a room. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The elephant in the room, which will be myself. Okay, let's move on. One more card before, seriously, we need to change subject. I just insulted myself. Oh well, you know, this is confinement for you. You know, you don't know what to do anymore with yourself, so you just, yeah, whatever. Insult yourself. Okay, but anyway, I'm telling you, those 2 weeks, let's do this, and I think we're gonna get so hooked. Yeah, let's hope that we're gonna carry on. And seriously, I think that it's working your body in ways that you didn't even know possible. It's difficult, it's really tough, but I think it's only 11 minutes, it's not the end of the world. But boy, do you feel them? No, it's good. I think it's really good. So let's carry on. Let's be strong, okay? And I think as well, for a lot of people, they get a little bit anxious, to say the least, during this period. And it's important to keep the body busy, because when you're stagnating at home in front of the computer, or you know, just staying at home, you don't have the opportunity to move your body much. And when the body doesn't get into movement, the mind, the brain is just too busy, I think. So anyway, let's do this. Six cards, which we were going to cover anyway, because I think it becomes much more interesting and give a bit more backstories. I think it's pretty lovely. So what we have first is the Magician. I'm going to show you the card because I'm that lazy now, you see. The Magician. So it's about not taking action for now. It's about maybe seeing a new direction. Maybe open your mind to different things. Maybe because you realize, okay, things cannot carry on the way they carry. Either maybe you'll be made redundant, which I hope you haven't, but if it's the case, then you have to find a different way to earn your living, and so you have to keep an open mind. So look at a different direction. And then as well, what do we have? We have we have the Six of Cups. So it's a little bit of melancholy, maybe of about what you used to have. Maybe there's somebody new is coming in your life, but you don't see him in a way, or her in a positive way. For some reason, you still have a foot in the past, and maybe it's connecting to business. Then you obviously you like your job, and suddenly you find yourself out of balance totally. Even if you still have your job, you're not able to go to work, and then maybe that's just make you feel a little bit awkward, which I totally understand. And then again, my goodness, we have the same than yesterday, the Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is someone at a crossroads. So maybe you have to make a decision, maybe you have to make a change. You're aware of it, but you're not making that change just yet. We're gonna cover those cards anyway to see. But it's someone who is in obviously crossroad, maybe defensive, maybe as well protecting herself or himself. Doesn't want to see the reality for what it is. Doesn't want to open her eyes. And just status quo. And this is not what we want. I think we had a Hierophant yesterday as well. It's someone who's gonna be of knowledge. Someone who very wise. Someone who could be a therapist. It could be a career advisor, it could be an elderly figure, a father figure as well, someone who can be of support and give you maybe a peace of mind, maybe give you some, some advice about life, advice about career or about love, whatever it is, whatever the matter is. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which give me a very good, a positive energy, I would say, about money. The Queen of Pentacles is all about abundance. It's very similar in some ways to the Empress in some ways. And that gives you, obviously, abundance, financial abundance, but also stability, someone who's working hard, don't get me wrong, but you have a certain sense of, continuity. So then you can just breathe a little bit, which I think is quite important in this period of time. And then we have the Moon again. So the Moon is about a lot of subconscious feeling coming up to the surface. There's a lot coming up to the surface, whether it's about your work, about your relationship, how you want to live your life, how you're feeling, things maybe from your childhood and haven't been really faced. But you find yourself, you need to face yourself. And it might be a little bit uncomfortable, to say the least. So let's cover, and also let's not forget the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And that's interesting because it goes very well with the Hierophant. It's someone that gets things done. It doesn't mess around. It's going to show you the way. It's going to tell you, okay, listen, that reminds me of what happened to me years ago, and I did this and I did that, and that worked. So you're going to have someone, it can be a male or a female, it doesn't have to be, gender orientated at all, but someone who is more experienced than you is going to show you the way. And I think in this period of time when we're a little bit out of balance, to say the least, it's important to have people like this. Maybe someone on YouTube, not me, but or maybe yes, no, but someone who, for example, has more knowledge than you in, I don't know, in well-being or in computer coding or whatever that is, whatever you have an interest in. That person's going to show you the way, how to start from scratch, because that's where we are at the moment. We have to find a different way. So let's see. So when we want to cover the Magician, what do we have? We have, yes, something, whatever it is, even though it's just a direction for now. Maybe we're going to see some ace in the game, but for now it's only a change of direction. It's going to bring peace. It's going to bring a smoother water, a calmer water, because at the moment the water are very, very agitated, to say the least. And then, yes, you might have a little bit of, and that's a new beginning here, you might have a little bit of nostalgia, as we have with the second card as well, a melancholy. You just wish you still had what you used to have, but life is not the same anymore. You have to accept that. We used to live a certain way, we used to do a lot of different things a different way, but now it's not possible anymore. So you still have that feeling of, you have those residues, you still feel that melancholy about it. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. No. Yes, you might have that kind of hook, whether or even an obsession. If it's not about your job, maybe about somebody, and this obsession, it's something, again, part of the subconscious, and it has to go because it's quite unhealthy. It's going to bring you to the core of yourself. It's like a purge, because you have to break that hook. The devil, that's what he does. He's actually putting the fire on it just to remove that hook you had towards somebody, towards something. Maybe it was about being a bit workaholic, maybe it was about substances, maybe it was about sex, maybe this was an obsession about somebody or something that actually was really negative for you, for your long-term well-being. And then if we're covering the Six of Cups, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups is obviously someone who's very ambivalent. He wants the intimacy, but at the same time is afraid of the commitment. Not my type of guy. Anyway, so that's someone who's just a little bit in between. Of course, if you're going towards a new way of living, you're going to be a bit unsure because it's new. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, again, there's still that idea of carry on something we know, but that might not pay anymore, or something where we're actually very bored with, or do something different, do something new. It's a bit risky, it's a bit and on. and on, but there's potential here. Make that decision, take that jump. Yes, you can do that. You can make you have the courage, and maybe it's the courage to break through from the Two of Swords when you're actually protecting yourself and being defensive. You need to have the courage. Yeah, time to change your perspective. Really time to change. You cannot stay on that status quo. You cannot afford to do that anymore. You have to keep moving. It's okay for a while, to be like, oh my goodness, what do I do with my life? What do I do with this person? I have no idea. Fine, totally fine. But then it's time to move. So there's definitely going to be movement. The chariot is about as well kind of trying to keep a certain idea of balance, which is a bit difficult. It's going a little bit all over the place, a bit organic right now. But at least you have a movement. You're not stuck anymore. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. And yeah, you might have a bit of complaint about, you might be a bit moody and being negative towards what's happening, what's going on. But yes, time to move to a different direction. Time to take a risk, go through that open door, maybe retrain, maybe give a chance to somebody new. Who knows? Yeah, the Queen of Swords. So you have the Queen of Pentacles and now the Queen of Swords. So I'm not concerned at all because the Queen of Swords is someone that doesn't take any crap. Let's put it that way. She's not going to buy into any kind of crap. She's just not going to go there. And with the Queen of Pentacles, those two together, they're going to kick some butt. I like it. So then, of course, we have the Moon covered by the Page of Wands. Okay, this one we know I don't like him because it doesn't show his face, and the Moon doesn't show totally the depth of the emotion, but the Moon put the light on those emotions. Those emotions are going to come back to the surface, so there's no choice. You're going to have to fake them, but maybe you're going to be a bit resistant. Yeah, it's a bit of, Five of Wands, a bit of conflict, but also it can be a lot of sexual healing, I say. And maybe that's what we need to do, right? Those babies are going to come in 9 months. I am telling you, a lot babies. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, so it's absolutely brilliant. And that is you being on the starting block, you starting something new, either a new business, a new idea, a new contract, someone who calls you out of the blue and tell you, listen, you're perfect. Or someone who's going to tell you, yeah, you're perfect, let's get married. God knows, you know what I mean? We're open-minded. Then we have the Lovers. Yeah, a lot of babies. Or maybe you have to make a choice between two people, and maybe you just have to take a moment to appreciate what you have and cut through the crap, really, and go to the core. I mean, it's quite positive. I mean, it is there. I know there's a little bit of uncertainty at this time. I know it's a different way of living life. It's a different way to think, maybe. Whatever is happening at the moment is a learning curve for everyone, so please be gentle with yourself. Don't push yourself to do everything yesterday. Be kind to yourself as you would be kind to someone else. Sometimes we're much tougher towards ourselves than we would be with a total stranger. So what is that? You have to give yourself the time to adapt to a different way of living, to different way of even behaving or around people. If you see anyone, if you're not confined in your own room, so be gentle. I think that's the lesson of the day. Things taking place, the movement is happening, the change is happening, the solution is coming towards you. You might need to face some uncomfortable moment, uncomfortable feelings, but be gentle. I think this is a message of the day. Be gentle with yourself. Don't push anything you don't feel comfortable with. The solution will come. It definitely will come, but be gentle. Appreciate every step of the way. It's like with my abs. I really appreciate every step of the way. Oh boy, and this is only the second day. But let's be positive, let's be motivated. We want the change, we have it. So everything happened for a reason in this world. It just doesn't happen just like this for the sake of it. I know something very dramatic and we really don't understand why it happened, and we don't have all the answers just yet, but with time we will know. So enjoy your day, be gentle with yourself, keep your eye open. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and everything's going to be fine. Okay, so I see you tomorrow for a little bit more food for thought and daily motivation. Ciao.